welcome back to my kitchen today. I wanted to show you what I do with my stainless steel pans that get a little grungy. And I already washed this, but it's got some residue on here that just wouldn't come off with soap and water. So I'm just going to show you an old trick. And you're going to have the ingredients to do this yourself at home. So if you have a stainless steel pan like this that's a little funky inside that you'd like to clean up, just get a sponge that's a little moist. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, but just a little moist. And get yourself your salt. All you have to do is put a little salt in here. Some people that live near the beach or in coastal areas, they'll keep sand in their kitchen so that they can scrub their pots and pans with it. So it's a little gritty, and that's what you want to help take up some of this dirt. Now, if you use too much water, it'll melt the salt down. So I'm just going to kind of test this out a little bit. I don't think this sponge is moist enough to really work this, so I'm just going to wet this sponge. Be right back. Okay, I'm pretty close to the sink, so that was quick that time. Alrighty, so as you can see, when I add a little bit of water in here, I think that's going to do it. So I'm just going to scrub this for a minute, see if we can get this a little bit cleaner without melting the salt down. I might need to add a little bit of water, but we'll see. You still want that salt to have its grit. So if you add too much water, I would just dump it down the drain and then add some fresh salt on top and then keep working it. It is coming up. I'm just going to work on this for just another moment. Okay, that looks good. Let me show you what I'm seeing. See how shiny that is? You can probably see the camera and the tripod in here. All right, let's work this a little bit more. All right, this pan, it's starting to look really good. I cooked some sausage in here earlier, and it just had that kind of like brown residue that screams the pan is not clean, even though I cleaned it. So I just want to make sure it has a nice clean look to it. You don't have to have the best of everything to have a nice home. You can have all different kinds of income levels and still have a nice home. It doesn't cost anything to be clean. It doesn't cost anything to be neat and tidy. I'm just going to wet this down. Okay, adding some more water in here. Okay, that's going to melt the salt down a little bit more, but I think we got the majority of it. Okay, that looks really, really good. So whether you have a lot of income, a little income, or no income, you can still have a nice home. Your home can still be clean. It can still be tidy. You don't have to have brand new everything to have a clean house. All you have to have are your own two hands, some basic supplies like salt, vinegar, soap and water, sponges and rags, and you can clean up just about anything in your home. If you're elderly and you just don't have the energy to clean anymore, I can understand that. I'd make friends with some younger people and see if you can get them to clean your house for you. And a lot of people are happy to do that sort of thing for the elders in their community. They just don't know who needs help. But if you are an older person and you are looking for some help like that, there's also community services boards. There's social services. You might have a social worker that you're connected to that could really listen to you and get you something like an in-home aide that can help you clean. if you're not in that situation, then you have even more options. So right here, as you can see, this pan is really shiny. That only took a few minutes. It just took some elbow grease. It took water, and it just took a little bit of salt. Salt is just, I mean, this is good until July 2025. I may or may not use it all, but I'm going to use it for cleaning one way or another. I'm going to rinse this off and show you what it looks like. This looks better than any of the pans I see for sale at my local thrift store.